If you spend more time thinking than speaking, you have likely stood in a room where everyone else seemed faster and louder. Society often interprets this silence as hesitation or a lack of confidence. However, standing still while the crowd rushes past is a specific mode of observation that allows for a different kind of engagement with the world. Many of us grew up assuming intelligence is a fixed genetic trait linked to verbal speed. We watched people solve problems effortlessly or speak with immediate clarity and assumed they were simply born with a capability we lacked. This cultural narrative suggests that if you aren't fast, you are falling behind. Cognitive research suggests a different model. Intelligence functions as a replicable process, a set of internal tools for organizing and upgrading how the brain handles information. When viewed as a system rather than a gift, brilliance becomes something that can be trained and refined. The introverted mind is naturally optimized for deep, structured, and focused thought. Your silence is often the byproduct of a mind prioritizing complex internal processing over immediate external output. You are already running the mental frameworks required for high-level thinking. You simply need the instructions to activate them. Traditional education models were largely designed to produce order and compliance. The classroom functions much like an assembly line, where students learn to sit still, to memorize facts, and repeat on command. This environment prioritizes the ability to follow instructions over the ability to think deeply. This system utilizes a specific reward structure. Praise is given to the students who provide instantaneous, surface-level answers. This mechanical sorting process favors speed, often disregarding the larger, complex ideas that require longer periods of reflection and analysis. For a deep thinker, this environment creates a significant mental strain. Being forced to match the pace and an extroverted standard leads many to second-guess their own ideas. Over time, you may find yourself suppressing your natural curiosity and doubting your instincts simply because they don't produce immediate noise. The modern educational environment rarely provides the specific manual needed to navigate deep thought. This leaves many quiet thinkers without the tools to leverage their natural depth, leading them to believe their mind is slower than it actually is. History's most effective thinkers often bypassed rote memorization in favor of hypervisualization. This mental framework involves experiencing ideas as high-definition internal simulations. Instead of treating information as a flat list of definitions, they interacted with concepts as if they were physical, three-dimensional realities. Albert Einstein relied heavily on these mental simulations. He didn't arrive at his theories of physics by staring at formulas. He famously visualized himself riding on a beam of light. He used his imagination to feel the movement of time and space, translating those internal images into mathematics only after the simulation was complete. Nikola Tesla applied a similar mechanical process. He could build, run, and test complex machines entirely within his mind. By visualizing the parts in motion, he could identify points of wear and mechanical failure before he ever touched a physical tool. This method forces the brain to encode knowledge on a deeper level.
When you visualize an idea, instead of just remembering it, you create a mental experience that makes the information stick faster. For an introvert already accustomed to a vivid inner world, this is a primary path to rapid learning. Modern work culture celebrates multitasking, despite the cognitive drain it causes. Deep intelligence, however, usually emerges from periods of uninterrupted concentration. Silence provides the ideal environment, where thoughts can stretch, unfold, and evolve without the pressure of constant stimulation. A distracted mind produces shallow spikes of engagement, but quiet immersion achieves a deep flow state, identifying complex patterns. This process, layered thinking, connects disparate nodes to explore a single thought from every angle, building a complete understanding. Layered thinking enables you to link disparate data points, a story from a book, a detail from a conversation, and a new observation into a unified insight. This is how original ideas are formed. They are synthesized from the connections your mind makes during quiet reflection. By prioritizing reflection over reaction, the quiet mind moves beyond simple observation. It develops the capacity to synthesize insights that provide the blueprint for solving complex problems. You can build mental momentum by following a daily routine tailored to your cognitive strengths. Start your morning by asking one intentional question, such as, what is one aspect of this problem I haven't looked at yet? This activates your mind's background processing without the stress of an immediate deadline. During the day, dedicate 20 minutes to solitude. Use this time to actively hypervisualize a single idea or challenge. Walk through the steps mentally and view the situation from several different perspectives to sharpen your internal model. Spend your evening in reflection. Take a few minutes to write down any connections or insights that clicked during the day. This practice helps bridge the gap between your unconscious thoughts and your conscious understanding. Intelligence compounds through a consistent cognitive rhythm. These daily habits build a foundation for the kind of sharp, effortless thinking that is often mistaken for innate talent. Deep thinkers face a specific challenge: cognitive overload. Because your mind processes information with such intensity, a constant stream of external noise can lead to exhaustion. Protecting your mental clarity is essential for maintaining your performance. Protecting your focus requires a skill known as observing without absorbing. This involves maintaining clear internal boundaries against the constant stream of external data. You can acknowledge the noise without allowing it to disrupt your internal thought process. Silence, solitude, and stillness function as sharpening tools for the mind. They provide the environmental conditions necessary for your most effective work. Rising above the chaos requires you to lean into these quiet strengths rather than trying to match the volume of the world. The impact of a quiet mind is measured in clarity and results. When you align your daily habits with your natural cognitive architecture, your work gains a depth that requires no extra volume to be recognized. Your results will eventually become your most undeniable success.